sure couldn't.
Sure can't complain about it. And I think actually we've got two of the top officials in the whole region here.
I would agree.
Ball in there. The tip goes to Naylor, Jacob Naylor. Down in the corner, they go into Bradshaw. Passes back and the ball up in the air and out of his hands. That was McMurray. He couldn't believe it. And we got full court pressure. Taven to Dokes, back to Taven, back to Radcliffe. Gives it over to Taven, drives for the basket. Up and a slam dunk. Utsi from a pass from Lovin, and they were all watching Lovin to be sure he didn't do it, and he lobbed it in. 2-0 Wildcats. Bradshaw with it on the right side. Back over to Naylor. He fires a three up. It's good. Michael Naylor. Full court pressure again. Up to Dokes. Chases the ball down. All the way over to Thomas. Stops, puts it up. Good, and a foul.
There was a slick pass as Carliso just shuffled it over to Thomas.
Yes, sir. Foul was on Jacob Naylor, his first and team first. Dakota at the free throw line. And puts it in the air and got it. 5-3, Wildcats with the lead. We've played a minute. McMurray will bring the ball across the timeline. Gives it to Bradshaw on the left side, out behind the three line. Gives it up to Keys. Keys drives in, throws a shot up. No good. Rebound by Utsi. High in the air for that one. Radcliffe on the run, gives it to Thomas. Thomas has it knocked loose and stolen by Keys, and Ragland knocked it out of bounds, out of the hands of Bradshaw. Inbounds down in the corner to Naylor. Drives, gets double teamed. Back out to McMurray. Drives, puts a shot up, good. Game tied at 5. Dokes over to Radcliffe. In the backcourt, ooh, pretty good bump there, but no call. And Lovin drives for the basket and a foul called on McMurray, I believe. Picks up his first, second team foul by Russellville, and the Wildcats put the ball in play on the baseline. Tied at 5, 6:20 left. Into Utsi, looks at the three, gives it to Dokes. To Radcliffe out front. Draws a screen and drives, gives it back to Dokes. Dokes drives right down the middle to Radcliffe, back out to Utsi. Underneath to Lovin, drives, lays it up and in. Nice pass.
Good ball movement all around.
Certainly was. 7-5, Wildcats. Bradshaw with a long three, no good, but a foul. On Taven Lovin, his first. And Bradshaw with shooting three from the free throw line. Puts it up, gets the first one. Back for the second one, and it's up and good. Tied at 7, and this one can give Russellville the lead for the second time tonight. And second one's no good.
Lane violation.
Yep. So Bradshaw goes back for another one. He missed that one and waiting for it and missed that one, and rebound by Lovin. So he hit 2 out of 4. Only 2 of them counted. Game tied at 7. Lovin gives it up to Radcliffe across the timeline. Drives all the way down. Puts the shot up and no good. Tipped by Utsi, no good. Tipped around. Taken by Thomas. Looked like he got fouled. No call. All the way down. Pass up and no good. Rebound. Up and no good, but a foul. Dakota Thomas picks up his first foul. team second, each team with 2 fouls, and Keys goes to the free throw line for the Panthers. Shooting a couple. And in the air, got it. Keys back at the line, puts it in the air, got it. Russellville with a 9-7 lead. For the first time they've had a 2-point lead. Up to Dokes again. Dokes drives all the way down, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound and a foul call. Bradshaw with the rebound. Thomas, and that's his second foul. Third team foul. Full court pressure by Russellville since they got off the bus.
Yep.
Roby checks in the ball game along with Payne for the Wildcats. Bradshaw with it. Out behind the 3-line, drives, gives it up to Naylor, drops it, picks it up. Payne on him to McMurray, drives, passes it back out to Naylor. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound, Bradshaw up and in. Should have been a foul, no call. 11-7, 4-point lead for Russellville. First field goal by Bradshaw and knocked out of bounds. And pressure, and be Lovin to pass it in. Gives it in to Radcliffe. McMurray on him, and Lovin to Dokes. Down to Roby. Cross to Lovin. Draws a double team to Payne. Payne out to Dokes, back to Lovin. Heads for the basket, drives, lays it up and in. Cuts the lead to 2, 11-9, Russellville. Bradshaw across the timeline, gives it to McMurray. Out front, drives, loses it, picked up by Keys. Drives, gives it to Naylor, throws one up, no good. Keys with the rebound. 13-9. Into Roby. Roby back to Lovin. And Taven draws a double team, gives it to Radcliffe. He brings it across the timeline to Lovin. Taven heads for the basket, drives, lays it up, no good, no foul. Bradshaw with the rebound. Brings it across the timeline, down in the right corner. And the foul. Josiah Roby with the foul, the 4th team foul. Inbounds it comes to Naylor. Naylor drives in, scoops it up, no good. And Radcliffe with the rebound. Drives all the way down, gives it to Dokes, lays it up and in. Dokes with his first basket. 13-11, Wildcats with a 2-point lead.
James Russellville's not made a substitution, and they're running full court, and this is a fast ball game.
Yep.
Going to be interesting to see how that plays out for them.
McMurray to Naylor. Naylor drives in and loses it, gives it Keys, picks it up and puts it in. 5 points for Sean Keys. He's only averaging 6 a game. Into Dokes. Dokes gives it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe brings it across the line to Roby. Roby drives for the basket, gives it down in the corner to Dokes for 3, no good. Rebound to Lovin. Turns, spins, and shot block, gets it back, puts it up in a foul. And I think that'll be on Bradshaw. So Lovin goes to the free throw line. He'll be shooting a couple. Puts it up, got it. 15-12, the Panthers with the lead over the Wildcats. Utsi checks back in. Taven walks in, puts it up and in. 15-13, Russellville with the lead. Naylor brings it across the timeline. Works to the right side, gives it to McMurray. McMurray heads for the basket. And a foul called on Utsi. Be Utsi's first. And the 5th team foul already on the Wildcats, and Russellville doing the pressing. All right, McMurray to pass it in. Gets it into Bradshaw. Down in the corner. Turns, spins, and passes it back out to McMurray. He gives it to Naylor. Micah Naylor gives it over to McMurray. Back to Naylor. Puts it up and in. His 5th point. Lovin up to Utsi. Why was that not a foul? Out to Radcliffe. Bradshaw on him. Drives, turns, spins, gives it out to Roby. Cross courts it to Utsi. Down in the corner, heads for the basket. Picked up by Roby, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Bradshaw. On the run, drives all the way down, lays it up and didn't whoop him. Loving on the other way. Drives, turns, spins, there's a foul.
He grabbed his arm.
So Naylor gets his first foul, and Lovin back to the free throw line for 2. 17-13. Panthers with a 4-point lead, and Lovin knocks in the free throw. Dokes back in for the Wildcats. Minute 34 left in the first quarter. And Lovin puts it up, drops it in. And Bass will check in, and Lovin will take his first break of the ball game. 17-15, 2-point lead for Russellville.
Need a stop.
Dokes, Roby, Utsi, Ratcliffe, and Bass on the floor for the Wildcats. Naylor with it. Passes it over to the other Naylor. Bradshaw drives, puts a shot up, no good, but a foul. And Bradshaw will go to the free throw line. Utsi gets his second foul.
Second Wildcat with 2. Thomas and Utsi both now with 2 fouls. 16 fouls for the Wildcats.
Bradshaw at the line, puts it up, got it. Lead back to 3 for Russellville, 18-15. Lovin to check back in, free throw is good. The lead goes back to 4, 19-15. Utsi comes out with his second foul, and Taven will throw the ball in. And gives it in to Dokes. Dokes has the ball knocked out of bounds by Russellville, and the Wildcats put it in on the baseline again. Have to bring it the length of the floor. Minute 17 left in the quarter, and Keys checks back into the ball game. Paul Jones was still in the ball game.
Walk.
They said he walked out of bounds, didn't hold a spot. All right, inbounds it comes. Bradshaw with it. Loving on him. Bradshaw passes down in the corner to Keys. Keys heads for the basket, and travel call, and so the turnover by Russellville.
Minute 6 to go in the quarter, 19-15, Russellville on top.
All right, Lovin gets it into Radcliffe. Back to Lovin. McMurray in the back. Dokes with it. Cross courts it to Radcliffe. He'll bring it across the line. Back to Lovin. Lovin drives for the basket, puts a shot up, good, and a foul. Jones gets his first foul. Taven back at the line, can cut it to 1 with 54 seconds left, and got it. Naylor with it, drives, gets cut off, passes it back out to McMurray, back to Naylor. Naylor backs it out. Heads for the basket, and charging foul called on Naylor. And that was a good call. Naylor gets his second foul. Nice setup underneath by Josiah Roby. So Jacob Naylor goes out, and Micah Naylor comes back in for Russellville. Lovin gets it into Radcliffe. Back to Roby, up to Dokes. Dokes across the timeline. McMurray after him. Dokes drives in, gives it to Lovin, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Keys. Bradshaw with it. Holds it up as he crosses the timeline. On the left side it goes, now down in the corner to McMurray. Underneath to Keys. Keys puts it up and no good. Rebound by Radcliffe. Up the floor to Roby. He'll hold it up. Gives it to Lovin underneath. Puts it up. Good! Wildcats retake the lead 20-19 with 3 seconds left. A long shot up, no good. And the Wildcats lead it 20-19 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Wildcat Country Sports. By 2019, the ball belongs to the Wildcats. Inbounds. Roby to Radcliffe, back to Roby, and zone defense here by Russellville to start this second quarter. Out of their press momentarily. I don't know whether they'll get back into that or not. And so the Wildcats shift their offense around to Lovin over on the right side, down in the corner to Radcliffe. Back out to Roby. To Radcliffe. Looks inside, takes a three, too long. McMurray with the rebound. All the way down and gets cut off, passes it back out to Naylor. Tries to drive in, shots up, no good. Bradshaw with the
25.
Who? Paul
25.
Jones, couldn't see. He gets his first basket on the rebound. Russellville takes a 1-point lead, 21-20. Radcliffe with it. Backs it out. Played a minute. End of the second quarter. Russellville with a 1-point lead. Wildcats with the ball. Three-pointer up by Lovin. Gives a 2-point lead back to the Wildcats, 23-21. Wow. That didn't even rattle the strings. All right, to the right side. McMurray puts the jumper up, no good. Rebound taken by Radcliffe. Drives all the way down, passes to Roby, up and in. Nice pass.
There's a piece of somebody's underwear laying on the floor after that fake.
Got that right. 4-point lead by the Wildcats, matches their biggest. Russellville was led before. Bradshaw with it out front. Gives it down in the corner to Naylor. Drives and throws it back over his head. No good, and Radcliffe with the basketball on the run. Gives it down in the corner to Dokes. He'll bring it back out, gives it to Lovin. Taven fires up another three. In and out, no good. Tipped by Doe. Up and in by Payne. Dalen Payne gets his first basket. 27-21, 6-point lead by the Wildcats. A 30-second timeout to Russellville, and we'll just keep it right here. Wow, what a game. And Naylor with the rebound, drives, pulls the jumper up from the side, and no good. Tip, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Wildcats. 8-point lead by the Wildcats, by the way, in case I haven't told you in the last 30 seconds or so. So the press comes back on by Russellville. And the length of the floor to Roby. Gives it back to Dokes. Back out to Roby. Drives for the basket. Gives it to Dokes, open for a three. Bounces, no good. Payne with the rebound. Gives it out to Radcliffe. He drives in, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Bradshaw. Pretty good defense by Bradshaw that time. Almost lost it. Gives it to Keys down in the corner. And underneath the Keys and Payne with a foul. That'll be Dalen's first. And the team seventh. Keys at the free throw line. He is 1 out of 2. Shooting 1 in the bonus, puts it up good. Back for the second one. 29-22, 5 minutes left. We played 3 minutes in the second. And second free throw, got that one. 3 out of 4 from the line for Russellville. Lovin up to Dokes. Cross court to Radcliffe. Back to Lovin. Across the timeline. Gets double teamed. Passes it out to Radcliffe. And over to Dokes down in the corner to Payne. Dokes with it. Cross court to Radcliffe. Looks at the three. Gives it to Roby. And back to Dokes. Open for a three. No good. Payne tips. No good. Roby with a shot up over his head. Almost in. And Bradshaw lost his shoe, and Russellville had the basketball so they could call timeout and get his shoe back on. 4.5 minutes left in the second period. Bass will check in at the next break. Bradshaw across the line. Top of the circle. Drives and a charging foul called on Bradshaw. Great job by Roby. Got in front of him, and Bradshaw picks up foul number 2. I thought it was the right call.
I thought it was the right call.
They just ran over him.
And I tell you, the biggest part of that was he lowered his shoulder.
Yeah. When you do that, why, you're going to get in trouble. Lovin gives it back to Radcliffe. Back to Lovin. Still in the backcourt. And ball slapped loose. Gives it to McMurray. Drives and slam dunked it. A little sloppy with the pass there, and the lead's back to only 4 for the Wildcats. Ragland in for Franklin Simpson. Underneath to Lovin, drives, puts a shot up, bounces, no good. Gets his own rebound, on the floor fighting for it. And a jump ball, and it'll go to Russellville. 3:42 left in the second quarter. 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Russellville with the basketball. Coach not completely satisfied with one of the officials' calls. Bradshaw out front, Loving on him. Drives, pulls a jumper up from the side, in and out, no good. Kept good by Keys, was it? McMurray. Couldn't tell.
23.
Yep. 27-29. Ball on the floor. And a foul called on Ragland. His first. And Roby and Payne check back in. And 30-second timeout. Full timeout by the Wildcats. We'll be right back. Wildcats up by 2 with 3:07 left.
To go in the second. We haven't been playing very well to be as close as we are.
Well, you know what happened? They went out of the press, and when they went out of the press, we got the 8-point lead, and now they've gone back into the press and cut it to 2, and McMurray at the free throw line shooting one in the bonus. And puts it in the air, in and out, no good. So the Wildcats continue with their 2-point lead. Loving with it. Drives around Jones, passes it back out. Down in the corner. 3-pointer up, bounces no good. Trey Radcliffe with the rebound, gives it to Dokes. Dokes looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Back to Radcliffe, top of the circle. Spread the floor out here. And Payne with it. Gives it to Roby. Roby to Dokes. To Lovin, top of the circle. Fires a 3 up, in and out, no good. Bounces, Dokes with the rebound. Bounced off the head of Bradshaw. Out to Radcliffe. He put a 3 up. Got it! Trey Radcliffe with a 3, his 5th point. 32-27 Wildcats. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. McMurray with it. Drives to the right side. Pulls it back out now. Gives it to Keys, to, can't see, Naylor down in the corner, to Jones over in the other corner. Keys with a 3-pointer up and no good. Ragland with the rebound. Radcliffe, across the timeline to Lovin. Drives, pulls it back out now, top of the circle. They cut him off, gives it to Radcliffe down in the corner to Dokes. Dokes back out to Radcliffe. Minute and a half left in the second quarter. 32-27 Wildcats. Roby with it as Russellville backs into their zone defense. To Lovin inside, back to Radcliffe, another 3. Got it! 8 points for Trey, 35-27. Who got that one?
25. They just beat us back down the floor.
Lovin drives, puts a shot up, and no good but a foul. Foul called on Keys, that's his first. And Lovin goes to the free throw line for 1 in the bonus. And in the air, got it. 36-29, 7-point lead for the Wildcats. Minute 5 left in the second quarter. Loving at the free throw line, got them both. 37-29, 8-point lead, matches the biggest lead for the Wildcats. Less than a minute now as Naylor gets it over to Bradshaw. Passes down in the corner, 3-point shot up, air ball. Rebound by Payne. Payne up to Dokes. Dokes over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe gets it over to Lovin. Back to Radcliffe. 40 seconds left in the quarter. To Lovin. Taven drives all the way in, puts it down. Good, and a foul.
Basket by Lovin is good.
Foul. Keys picks up his second. And checking in will be Deshaun Mason. Lovin at the free throw line for one. 10-point lead for the Wildcats, their biggest. Lovin in the air with it. Got it. Lead at 11. 34 seconds left in the first half. McMurray picked the ball up, gives it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw kicks the ball by Payne, and Wildcats put it in play right in front of us there. Bradshaw out to pass it in. Gets it in the backcourt to McMurray. Back to Bradshaw. He drives, gives it over in the corner underneath the Keys. Back out front to McMurray. And ball stolen by Lovin. Drives all the way down and slams it down, but they say he was fouled before. And the foul called on Jalen McMurray, his second. And Taven will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
He just went ahead and jammed it for good measure, too.
Yeah, well, I had to agree with that. He got fouled out in the floor, and the free throw was good. 41-29 Wildcats, their biggest lead. 10 seconds left in the first half of play. Puts it up, got it. 9 seconds left. Down the floor, jump shot up, way short, rebound by Payne to Lovin. Goes on the run, fires one up from way out. Oh, almost went in. Hit the front of the rim. We go to the half. The Wildcats leading at 42. Good Utsi. High in the air, gives it back out to Radcliffe with the rebound. Lovin with a long three. Got it!
That one was,
wow, brought rain.
Robertson County, I think.
16-point lead for the Wildcats, 45-29. To the right side goes McMurray. Bradshaw up, no good. Rebound by Thomas. Lovin with it, across the timeline. Another three-pointer up. Got it! 2 in a row. 48-29, 19-point lead. How'd that happen, Steve?
I'm telling you, and James, he's not 4 steps past half court.
I know it. Out front, McMurray turns, spins, gives it to Bradshaw, drives, throws it up, no good. Rebound up, no good. Rebound by Thomas. Gives it to Lovin. Brings it across the timeline. Fires another three up, no good. Rebound by Radcliffe. Brings it back out to Dokes. He'll put a three in there, no good. Rebound and a foul. Dakota picks up his third. 48-29. Wildcats with the lead here. Haven't even played 2 minutes into the 6 points by Lovin and Dakota pretty upset because he got that third foul. All right, McMurray to bring it across. I don't know where I made any sense in what I was talking about a while ago or not. Anyway, 6 points for the Wildcats here in the Naylor gives it back to Bradshaw, looks at the three, doesn't take it, drives, gets cut off, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken by Payne. Double team, gets it to Utsi, slapped out of bounds, and Payne ends it up with it. Loving with it, brings it across the timeline. Still dribbling out front to Radcliffe, top of the circle. On the left side to Dokes. Dokes gives it up to Lovin. Taven with it to Utsi. He looks at the three, doesn't take it, drives in, and has the shot knocked out of bounds. Got around one guy who was hoping to get a foul on him. Utsi just left him standing, but second guy knocked it out of bounds on him.
And the only reason he could get that block was that Ollie had to bring it down to try to sort of scoop it in rather than hold it up high.
All right, Wildcats put it in play underneath. Lovin puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, knocked around. Finally, Naylor comes out, gives it to the other Naylor. Stops out behind the three line, gives it back out to Micah Naylor. Over to McMurray. McMurray puts a jumper up and air ball.
And the student body from Franklin Simpson yelling a little bit of encouragement to him.
Yeah. And shoot it again. Right?
Yeah, that's what they were saying, try again.
You would not believe these guys tonight. Inbounds to Dokes. Dokes on the run. Gives it to Payne. And ball knocked loose. Bradshaw with it. Gets cut off all the way down. Passes back out. Three-point shot up. No good. Rebound run down in the corner by Radcliffe. Just dribbles out of it. Still on the move. Passes to Lovin. Jammed it down. 40-50 to 29. Basket was good and a foul on Paul Jones. And Lovin will go to the free throw line. My goodness. 50 to 29.
He's only got 8 points in the first 3 minutes of this quarter.
That's to go with what, 23 in the first half?
20. Make it 9 for this quarter.
He's almost in double figures in the quarter.
Yeah,
only played 3 minutes. 51-29. Wildcats with the lead. Bradshaw with it. Out front now. They go underneath McMurray. Puts a jumper up and no good. Rebound to Utsi. To Dokes. Drives. Lays it up. No good. And Dokes will draw the foul. Be Carlisso's first. On the dead run and just got a little bit too far under the basket. All right, Naylor to Naylor, and they'll bring the ball up the floor. 4:38 left in the third quarter. Wildcats 51, Russellville 29. Naylor gives it to Jones. They go inside, almost stolen, puts it up, no good. Tip, no good. Tip again, no good. And out of bounds, and it goes to Russellville. And Josiah will check in, and Utsi checks out. Good contributor. Give him a little rest here. All right, down in the corner, and then to Naylor. Down in the corner again, out front to Jones, and back out front to Micah Naylor.
Coming up on halfway, have they scored? They haven't scored in this quarter, have they?
No. Naylor with it. Drives in, stops, and passes back out to other Naylor. Three on the way, no good. Rebound by Lovin. He's probably in double figures in rebounds, but now drives in, puts a shot up, and gets fouled. Foul called on Paul Jones, his third. Lovin will get 2 free throws, and he can get in double figures in the quarter here. Puts it up, and I jinxed him. First free throw he's missed, though.
Well, I'm not going to tell him that
5,
you did
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 free throws, 11 out of 12. And in the air, got that one. That makes him 10 points, and 33 for the game?
Yep.
All right, Naylor with it down in the corner. They go underneath the keys, puts a shot up good. their first basket in the half. 52-31. 21-point lead. Radcliffe to Lovin. Lovin down in the corner to Roby. And Roby gets it back, drives, puts a shot up, no good, tip, no good. Lovin comes down with it. Dribbles out to Payne and a foul. Two free throws for Dalen Payne goes to the free throw line. He's got a couple of points. First trip to the line. Puts it up. No good. Back for his second one. 52-31. Wildcats with the lead here with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Second free throw bounces good. 3 points for Dalen. 53-31. Naylor gives it to Jones. Back to Naylor. Stops. Puts a jumper up too long. Rebound to Dokes. Dokes to Radcliffe. Holds it up till everybody gets across the line. Works to the right side. Jones goes in. Shots up good and a foul. Tried to run under him a little bit there. Foul called on Keys, his third. Well, they're booing, but I looked like a pretty good call to me.
Well, that particular fan has booed everything that's been called.
Yeah.
So
10 points for Radcliffe, 55-31. Score, Wildcats with the lead. Trey bounces the ball and in the air with it. Got it. 11 points for Trey. 56-31. Bradshaw down the floor and throws it underneath, and the blocking foul called on Roby. His, where are you, Josiah? His second.
Wildcat foul called on Roby. His second, team's third.
Bradshaw puts the shot up, no good, but a foul. Dalen Payne gets his second. Bradshaw goes to the free throw line. And he has not scored since the first quarter and puts it up and still hadn't.
it's unbelievable.
Pretty good defense on him.
Yep.
Wildcat fans are pretty happy so far. Still hadn't scored, missed them both. Lovin with a rebound. He's got to be in double figures with rebounds, doesn't he?
I'd say.
And Lovin drives for the basket, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Bradshaw on the run. Goes around everybody and puts it up good.
That's good by Bradshaw.
First point since the first quarter. 56-33.
2 minutes to go in the third.
Radcliffe across the timeline. Drives in, gives it out in the corner, and dropped out of bounds. 56-33 Wildcats, a minute 56 left in the third quarter. Bradshaw gets cut off, finally gets it over in the corner, a long three-corner up. Golly, that was, looked like a line drive baseball. I believe our gentleman over there in the bikinis had a few words for him on that one. Taven Lovin to pass it inbounds. 56-33. Wildcats with the lead with a minute 45 left. Into Dokes. Almost lost it, got it back. Gives it to Payne. Payne back to Dokes. waits for everybody to come down, drives for the basket, gives it to Payne, brings it back out. Not in any hurry, Wildcats. That's okay. Minute and a half left in the third. 23-point lead for the Wildcats. Radcliffe with it. McMurray out front. Dalen Payne called for the foul. Didn't see it. Can't comment. His third. A 15 foul. Bradshaw all the way down. Passes underneath. Shots up. No good. But a foul. On Dokes. Carlisso gets his second. To the free throw line is Kemp.
Having a conversation with one of the Panthers. Two officials were.
Free throws up, got it.
That young man was looking like he had no idea what they were talking about.
Well, that's the only way to look is innocent, Mr.
That's
Sherman.
right.
You know that.
I just always look dumb.
Oh, okay. Second free throw is good. 56-35, down the floor, Roby. Holds it up, gives it to Ragland. Ragland drives in, pulls it back out. Coach says hang in there, just drives, gives it to Roby. Josiah brings it back out. Still dribbling with it, under a minute now. Gets a screen and ball picked up by Bradshaw. Drives, puts it up, no good but a foul. On Radcliffe, his first. Bradshaw to the free throw line. Puts it in there, got it. Utsi comes in and he'll give Taven a rest. Taven a well-deserved rest. Bradshaw back at the line. Puts it up, got it.
Finally got the double figures.
Yep. Radcliffe in the backcourt. Getting manhandled, brings it across the... And timeout call with 41 seconds left in the third quarter. A quick timeout by Coach Spencer. And then it comes to Utsi. Ollie was in the backcourt. Drives, puts a shot up, bash, has it knocked out of bounds. Why would they think that was over and back? He had both feet in the back. Never left the backcourt, actually. 34 seconds left. Roby gets it into Radcliffe. He'll bring it back out near the timeline. McMurray on him. McMurray comes out to get him. Radcliffe makes a move, and McMurray has to back off of him. 22 seconds left. Backs it out now, still dribbling. And backs it out again. And that's a foul. Radcliffe drives, lays it up, no good. Roby with the rebound. And on the floor, and travel called. Dokes checks back in. Radcliffe checks out. 2 seconds left. And they throw it in, and he throws the ball length of the floor, and the third quarter comes to a close. Franklin Simpson 56, and Russellville 30.
To 8 in the third quarter.
All right, for the Wildcats, Thomas and Lovin and Roby, Dokes and Utsi. They go inside to Bradshaw. Turn, spin, shots up, no good.
It's a late whistle.
I think he missed that one. Tavian Lovin picks up his second foul. Bradshaw goes to the free throw line. Puts it up, no good. Puts the second one in the air and got one of them. Oh, man. All right, 18-point lead for the Wildcats. And Utsi comes to the rescue, and Lovin will bring it across the timeline. And stolen by Bradshaw. All the way down, drives, lays it up, good. And down to Utsi, drives. Gets it back, lays it up and in. 58-40, 18-point lead for the Wildcats. Drives, puts the shot up, rolls, no good. Thomas with the rebound. And time.
He had a timeout.
Belong to the Wildcats, I think.
Yep.
They'll bring it to length of the floor. Full court pressure. And into, well, knocked out of bounds by Russellville, and so
by us.
Trying to get it in, having trouble. Ball knocked out by Utsi. Down in the corner there, having trouble.
Well, I
got some water out on the floor, and Coach Clark coming to the rescue.
Coach Todd was screaming, and he was screaming at one of his players, but Scott Daniels was standing right in front. I thought he was yelling at him.
Well, I did too. Well, now he is talking to him.
Well, they're laughing, though, or at least Scott's laughing.
Oh, no. Don't look like he's laughing too much. All right, here we go. Finally, water's up, and Russellville puts it in play. Having trouble getting it in. They get it in, back underneath, and Naylor puts it up good. And Taven will bring the ball up the floor. Heads for the basket, drives down, puts it up, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Panther foul, Logan Pedro Bradshaw. He's scored team 5th.
It's 3 on Bradshaw.
Puts it up, got it. 59-42. Wildcats. And Lovin puts it up, got them both. Wow.
I'm going to run out of paper in a minute.
Well, I'll turn one of these others over for you. 18-point lead for the Wildcats, 60-42 Naylor. Draws the foul. And foul is on Roby, his third. Micah Naylor goes to the free throw line. Got 5 quick points. No good. On the front end of the bonus. Lovin all the way down, puts it up. Good, and a foul. Lead back to 20 with 6:39 left. I tell you what, they can vote for anybody else they want to in this region. There is nobody that can handle that man one-on-one.
37 points right now as he goes to the line.
Rimmed out, no good.
Too close.
Yep. McMurray drives, shots up, good, and a foul. Utsi picks up his third.
McMurray is good. Wildcat foul called on Utsi on his third. Team's 10th.
Rebound!
Elijah Kent back on the floor for Panthers.
All right, McMurray at the line. Wildcats up by 18, 6.5 minutes left in the game. Free throw up and good.
Sean Mason checks back in for Russellville.
Mason in the ball game, and Kemp for the Panthers. Lovin left 2 guys standing. And jump ball call goes to Wildcats. Russellville.
Naylor back in.
One guard! One ball! One guard!
Oh, it goes to Wildcats. All right. Lovin down the floor, all the way down, lays it up. Good! Lead back to 64-45. Down in the corner, 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound, Lovin. Down the floor to Utsi, drives and slams it down. Ali Utsi. 66-45, and a timeout by Russellville with 6 minutes left in the ball game. Wildcats up 66-45.
Sean Keyes will be back onto the floor for the Panthers after timeout.
Five, okay. Inbounds, Naylor. Brings it across underneath the Keys, puts it up, shot block. Oh! That was a terrible call. That was a great block. Third foul called on Taven.
He doesn't want to talk to
Sean Keyes at the line.
Keys puts it up, got it.
Now you too good referee to make that call. You too good.
Keys back at the line, puts the second one up, bounces, no good. Lovin got the rebound. All the way down, drives. Gets underneath, lays it up, good! What was he like, three? Likes three.
6'9", 29.
Yeah.
If Mr. Thurman can count.
3 to tie, 4 to break. All right, out front, Naylor, three-point shot up, no good. Rebound, and ball saved in bounds, but it goes off of a Wildcats. 5:29 left. 68-46 Wildcats. Trying to get it in, comes into Naylor. Naylor tries to drive in, puts a shot up, no good. Tip to Radcliffe. Radcliffe all the way down, lays it up, good. Knocked him right out of his seat. All right, Bradshaw with it. Over in the corner, the line drive, no good. Rebound, Bradshaw, up good. 70-48 Wildcats. .459 left in the game. Wildcats up 70-48 into Lovin. Taven brings the ball down. He'll drive all the way down, puts it up. No good, a foul before he got there. On Naylor, be his third. Lovin at the free throw line.
David at the line for 1-1.
One and the bonus. Walks up, dropped it in. He'll get the bonus. You counting, Mr. Thurman?
Yes, sir. I got 42.
Puts it up, got them both. Down the floor, Naylor, 72-48 Wildcats underneath Keys, puts a shot up, no good, but he's fouled. Keys will go to the free throw line. Double bonus for Russellville. Free throws up, got it.
43 is what I got.
Up and good. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left. Into Lovin. Taven drives, has it knocked loose. Bradshaw puts a jumper up, no good. Radcliffe with the rebound. And Naylor takes it away, gives it out to the other Naylor. Fires a long one up, no good. Rebound by Roby to Utsa. He'll drive all the way down. Oh, man. He slammed that one so hard it bounced up into the stands, right behind us here.
Carliso Dokes is about to have a fit down here.
All right, inbounds, Naylor with it. Passes down in the corner, and McMurray drives, puts a shot up, and no good. And foul called. Foul called on Roby. I couldn't tell what was going on. That would be his fourth. Four minutes, 20 seconds left. Wildcats up 22 points, 72-50. McMurray with be shooting two because the Wildcats with over the limit. I think McMurray may have hurt his knee. Eyes the basket and in there with it. Got it.
$43 points for Taven Lovin. I didn't score 43 points my whole career.
I didn't either, counting the Sandlot. Lovin dribbles behind his back, drives all the way down, goes in, puts a shot up, it's good! Taven Lovin with the field goal ties the record. This one will break the record of the most points scored.
That one did it. That's 45 right there.
Oh, is it?
He needed 44. He had 43. That's 45.
That broke it. Okay. That broke it.
That's it.
Got it. Wow. 26,005 points for Taven. Goes out of bounds. 75-51, 4 minutes left in the game. Wildcats. Wow. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Lovin in the backcourt. Gives it up to Radcliffe. He runs it down the floor. Gives it to Taven. Drives, lays it up. Good. And a foul.
Basket by Lovin is good. Panther foul call on Deshaun Mason is first. Team's night.
77-51. Russellville with a couple of subs. Keys back in, Naylor back in.
Sean Keys checks back in for Russellville.
I'd like to see him get 50. He's pretty close, isn't he?
48 right now is what I have.
Okay. And got the free throw. 78-51, 3:46 left. McMurray with it. Holds the ball and passes across to Naylor. Passes back to McMurray. He drives for the basket, can't get in, pulls back, jump shot up, good. Pretty nice shot to that young man. Knocked out of bounds by Russellville, and the Wildcats will put it in play. Utsi in, Thomas out. job, buddy.
We need to be able to, this is his last time to play on this floor.
Roby drives all the way down, pulls it back out, gives it underneath the Payne, back out to Radcliffe. Radcliffe will back it out. I think he's going to put him back in. Roby looks at a three, gives it to Radcliffe. Drives in to Payne. Payne back to Radcliffe. Radcliffe still dribbling, under 3 minutes now. Taven will check back in. Drives down, puts a shot up. Good! Alysso Dokes with his 4th point. Bradshaw drives, puts a shot up.
Oh, no, Scott.
Foul called on Dokes. That's his 3rd, and Bradshaw goes to the free throw line.
I think that's a sympathy call.
Yeah, could have been. This stage of the game, I don't think it matters. Free throws up, got it. Bradshaw is an excellent player, and we shut him out in the 2nd quarter altogether.
Panther number 12, Devin Charles, is entered the game. Devin Charles, number 12. Elijah Kemp also checks back in for the Panthers. Panther number 3.
All right, Bradshaw back at the line. 80-54, only 2.5 minutes left in the game. Wildcats with the lead, and Bradshaw gets
Timeout, Russellville. And after the timeout,
Russellville calls a timeout.
Sean Steele will be on the floor.
All right, Lovin across the timeline. Into Lovin. Well, they triple teamed him and finally took it away from him. Gives it over to Naylor. Naylor drives. And a foul call. And out come the Wildcat starters with an 80-55 lead and 49 points for Taven Lovin.
Wildcats substitutions, number 5, Kane Jones. Number 2, Tyler Pritchett.
Free throws up, no good by Naylor.
Blackwell. Number 15, Will Moody.
Jacob.
Devon Covington.
And Covington with the rebound for the Wildcats. Covington and Pritchard and Blackwell and Tay Jones and Will Moody. Give it in the middle and a foul called, and Will Moody will go to the free throw line.
Panther foul called on Sean Mason, his second, team's 10th. Will Moody line for the Wildcats.
Shooting a couple here, under 2 minutes now, and in there, and Will Moody in the scoring book for the Wildcats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wildcats score. And Covington tipped it out of bounds on the rebound. We'll have all of the district teams for you. And everything that goes on after a ball game. Russellville with the ball. Shots up from the side, no good. Chased down by Russellville. Naylor with it. They go in the middle, and jump ball called as Pritchard stepped in to tie him up, and the ball goes to Russellville. Minute and a half left. 81-55. Shots up and good. I ain't got any clue who made that one.
10.
Blackwell with it. Sam drives all the way down, stops, puts the jumper up, no good. Rebound by Russellville. Mason with it, drives down into the corner, three-point shot up, no good. Covington with the rebound. And a foul. Covington will go to the free throw line. Devon Covington. And he'll be shooting two, double bonus. No good.
What was that?
I don't know. Covington back at the line, no good. Sam Blackwell with the rebound. Looked like he got fouled, no call. And Covington, whoa, what a move. Davon Harris to check in at the next break with 40 seconds left. And Tay Jones knocked around.
Wildcat number 24, Davion Harris, is under the game. Davion Harris, 24.
All right, Tay Jones to bring it in. Drives all the way down, puts a shot up, no good, but a foul. Foul on number 10, that's Mason. 83-57, Wildcats with the lead here, and only 30 seconds left. Free throws up, no good.
Mr. Mooneyhan,
Yes,
may I just tell our listeners something real quick?
Go ahead and tell them.
Do not leave, folks, because there's something cooking at the Franklin Simpson Gymnasium for the conclusion of this ball game, I am told. Besides all the normal stuff.
That's right. Free throws up, and Tay Jones in the scoring column for the Wildcats.
28 seconds from a championship.
Loses the ball with a foul. I'm going to do that and you talk, okay?
Oh, okay.
That okay with you?
Anything's okay with me.
I thought it was. Second free throw up, first one up and good for Naylor. And got them both. 84-59, 21 seconds left. Will Moody brings the ball down the floor, across the line. Looks for somebody to give it to, gives it to Pritchard. He'll stand there, and number 12 looks like he wants to fight. Ah, come on. Coach Todd. 84-61, the final score. Wildcats are
Oh man. world tour. Is that a world tour or your girls tour? I know that you got me.
All right, if I could have your attention, please. We got some hardware to present tonight. First of all, courtesy of Oak Tree Awards and Presentations, we have the Player of the Game Award, and it goes to Franklin Simpson's Taven Lovin. Also, we have a special presentation tonight. Franklin Simpson's Taven Lovin has now become the all-time leading scorer in Franklin Simpson history for both boys and girls. Taven scored 49 points tonight for a career total of 2,610 and still counting. Give a big hand. Congratulations, Taven. Taven was presented with the game ball from tonight. And now the presentation of a runner-up trophy for the 2017 Boys 13th District Tournament, the Russellville Panthers. And the champion trophy goes to the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. And now we have the presentation of the all-academic team. To qualify for the all-academic team, an athlete must have at least a 3.75 GPA. From Logan County, Will Bingham, Hillary Epley, Jonathan Furlow,
The basketball side.
Michael Hampton, John Mark Page, Austin Reno,
Oh, that's a hefty price tag. That's a hefty price tag.
Nick Wood,
Ooh, That's good.
You got a full academic.
You better keep a full academic.
That's why you said you wasn't.
And Jack Wright.
Jaden, his girlfriend, she got a good college.
From Russellville High School,
But now his mom.
Michael Naylor.
I think he made the best choice.
Hunter Armistead. Sean Steele.
He could still play.
Jacob Naylor.
He told me he was worried about his grades. He will play the first and he wanted to try out the second.
Parker Jones. And Cameron Hardwell.
I don't expect it to be nearly as many kids as there were last night. There were like 30-something kids last night, the girls.
Really?
From Franklin Simpson, Dawson Knight. Quinn Kelly.
Coach Grayson's kid got
And Sam Blackwell. From Todd County Central, Kyle Harris. Austin Rigger. Bryce Nolan. And Clint Withers. This is the 2017 All-Academic Team boys. Let's give them a big round of applause. Next, we have the presentation of the 13th District Boys All-Season Team. From Logan County, Austin Reno. From Logan County, Kilby Epley. From Todd County Central, Nolan Barrow. From Todd County Central, Kyle Harris.
I think we'll play Saturday.
Girls are scheduled to play Monday, so they probably won't play till like Tuesday. They won't draw until tomorrow.
That's okay.
From Russellville High School, Pedro Bradshaw.
They'll draw tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then they probably won't play until like Tuesday or later, probably. They already got Monday night.
From Russellville High School, Jalen McMurray.
Or who knows, they might play Sunday. Guarantee things will happen.
I play St. John's, both of them at one night.
From Russellville High School, Jacob Naylor.
Girls are playing Monday night too.
What team do you think will have to play?
Now there's no telling. It can be anybody in the region that won at least one district game.
From Franklin Simpson, Taven Lovin.
So that's like anywhere from like Barron County to Christian County. So like pretty much anywhere.
From Franklin Simpson, Trey Radcliffe.
For all we know, the first game could be against Bowling Green.
They only got mentioned, I think.
From Franklin Simpson, Ollie Yutzi.
He wasn't good enough. And you tell me he needs to get his grades up. Take his car away.
From Franklin Simpson, Dakota Thomas. And now we have the co-MVPs for the 13th District Boys all season. There was a tie, so 2 awards were given. First one goes to Russellville's Pedro Bradshaw. And the other co-MVP is Franklin Simpson's Taven Lovin. The 13th District Boys all-season team. Give them a big round of applause.
I understand Taven's like he has to play good. I don't understand it, but it was Jacksonville football.
You got it. You got it. And it's Taven had to play out tonight. So some nights he ball hard, but tonight we needed him to ball hard. Right?
Yeah. Aaron, you still did not unplug me.
Well, child, I will see you whenever the game is.
Yeah. I'm still going to be here for at least another 20 minutes. They got to cut the net.
Now we'll have the presentation of the all-tournament team.
How about stay with that? Oh, I'm going.
From Russellville, Pedro Bradshaw. From Todd County, Pavay Henry. From Logan County, Third Bell. From Franklin Simpson, Carliso Dotes.
They just wanted the jacket to fit. That's what they did.
Yeah.
From Russellville, Jalen McMurray. From Logan County, Hildy Epley. From Todd County, Trey Dickerson. From Franklin Simpson, Trey Radcliffe. From Russellville, Sean Key. From for the boys 13th District All-Tournament team from Franklin Simpson, Taven Lovin.
Well, I'm going on. I don't know. I think it's going to be good.
Well, lucky Nancy. I guess you have a good trip home. I got to stay here for another 10 minutes.
I got one more thing in the crowd. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? I'm sick today. Why can't I do it? It's my birthday. I said, why not get mine? I didn't call wish me happy birthday. It's just definitely
We'd like to thank all the fans that come out tonight to support their favorite team. We'd like to wish both teams good luck in the upcoming regional tournament. We'd like to wish all our fans a safe trip home. And if you hang around, we're going to have the cutting down of the net. Thank you, and good night. If Stacy Hutchison is still in the house, if you come up to the scores table, Stacy Hutchison, please come to the scores table. Stacy Hutchison, please come to the scores table. Stacy Hutchison, please come to the scores table.
I stick together, I stick together.